Hey you guys, good morning. How y'all doing? I just got to Ella's school. Everett's dropped off. How cute. My mom, because the gym is right here, she's walking Ella in, and then mom and I are headed to work out. Let's move our bodies. We're fighting off depression with exercise. Okay? Is anybody else like, is it a mad dash every morning? I packed the kids' lunches last night. I picked out their outfits, and yet we still rush every morning because everybody eats slow, everybody's lingering, taking their time, no sense of urgency on a Monday, myself included. So, hey, at least it got done. Doesn't have to be perfectly done, but it's done. Oh, and we have speech therapy today. Back to the old stomping ground, Pure Fit. Exercising, I'm telling you, there's something about it that just makes you feel like a brand new girly. Oh, my hair. Everett has therapy today, and they're both at school right now, so I have some time to like get myself together. And I was gonna talk to you guys, I know I touched on it in the last video, but it's been very freeing, to say the least, to share just exactly how much I've been struggling. I've been keeping it inside, not telling anybody other than John. And it's nice to not feel like I'm hiding something, because I've been feeling like, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. I want to show you. I've been loving this combo together underneath makeup. This is the Supergoop dupe from e.l.f. It's a moisturizer. And this is the daily moisturizer I use, but together, oh my gosh, I look like a glowy goddess. Or just sweaty, to be determined. There's nothing better in this world than a post-gym workout shower. Also, in case you're wondering what I smell like every day, this is my go-to. The old classic. It's like a high school throwback. Now we move on to supplements. I tried so hard. Yes, my Christmas tree. I tried to order a matcha this morning. I don't know how you people drink it. Disgusting. So I ordered a matcha this morning. I was trying to be a matcha girl, and I got oat milk in it because I just feel like people who order matchas get oat milk in their drinks. Am I doing something wrong? I want to be a matcha person. I don't want to be a coffee person, but I cannot do this. So if you have a way that you drink your matcha that is not disgusting, please let me know. But this straight tastes like a vanilla plant. It's not my favorite, I can't tell you. And it's not because if I'm drinking my greens, which I'm about to make my greens right now, if I'm just drinking my greens, I'm like, yes, queen, you're getting all of the good things you need. Yes, yes, yes. So I don't mind drinking these at all. But this has no nutritional value that I know of, and it's just simply to like wake you up. I cannot do this. I cannot. But I'm gonna show you guys the supplements that I take every day. So we always start out, I say I don't like this, and I'm gonna chase all of these with this. But I take this every single day. This is the Mary Ruth 3-in-1 Daily, Women's Health. It's got all the things. Mary Ruth is the best, and I take one of these a day. And I also take a vitamin D3 and a calcium supplement. My mom was diagnosed with osteoporosis. I'm hoping that this helps me fight that off as long as I possibly can. And then I also take some CBG. Let me just down the hatch first. I can't drink that. Ooh, yeah. I also take CBG every single day. We are very gut focused in this house for everybody. I'm going to take one of my extra strength gummies and make my greens. If you're not taking something for, like, I don't drink milk. I'm not a milk girly. If you're not taking something for your bones, you should. Also throw some omegas in the mix. I don't take these every day, to be honest with you, but you should. I'm gonna just do one of these for now. I will always have all of the products that I use linked down below if you guys are interested, but I do not mess around. These greens are the best. And it's just prettier. Look at the color. Cheers. Bless up, baby. I think this is just gonna be my new setup from now on. Like, this Ella's room is where I'm going to film and talk to you guys, because it is the quietest room and it's just peaceful, to say the very least. Good vibes in here, Elle. Good vibes. Look at us. Before we sit down and have a heart-to-heart, as I do on this channel, and I'm so thankful, because honestly, the last video I put out a few days ago, hold on, it's my mom. So I want to take a second to thank Helix for sponsoring today's video. Helix is a brand that I've been working with for over 4 years. I absolutely love them. I am a big believer that a huge proponent of mental health and just feeling better in general is a good night's sleep. If you are new to this channel, you've never heard me talk about Helix before, I'm actually shocked. Helix is a mattress that is delivered straight to your door. You go online, you take their sleep quiz, and they will match you with the mattress that is best suited for your needs. When I took our sleep quiz, we were matched with the Helix Plus mattress, which is made specifically for plus size people. That is the one thing that has stood out to me over these last 4 years, is that they make mattresses that hold up beautifully for big people like myself and my husband. We are big, large folks. We are notoriously hard on furniture, and our mattress is life. I love my bed almost a little too much. Helix has just launched their most high-end collection yet, which is the Helix Elite collection. They have 6 different high-end mattress models to combine that high-end luxury with the comfort that Helix is known for. Also, a little teaser, just keep checking Helix's website through the month of October. They're gonna have all of these flash sales popping up over the next couple of weeks. I think that's really fun that they have flash sales. I know beds are a huge expense, but one of my favorite things about Helix is that you can sleep on your mattress for 100 nights, and if you don't love it, you can send it back. So there's a 100-night sleep trial, and they also offer financing options, because like I've said many times, I know a mattress is a huge purchase. I know it can feel really overwhelming. I love when there's a financing option. 9 out of 10 times I'm going to take a financing option, just because girl math. They also have a 10-year warranty on your mattress, so you will have a warranty for 10 years. If something were to happen, you can get it replaced. And I will say this until the end of time, their sheets are unmatched. They make the most high quality sheets I've ever slept on, and I am a sheet snob to my core, and I cannot tell you enough good things about their sleep accessories. They're so good. If you guys want to try Helix for yourself, you can always go to helixsleep.com/LaurenBrazee, and you can save 20% off of your Helix mattress plus 2 free pillows. Like I said, definitely check the website through this month, just so that you can kind of see if you're gonna hit one of those flash sales. I'll also keep my eye out and let you guys know. Thank you again so much to Helix for sponsoring today's video. You guys are the best. Thank you so much to you guys for always being super supportive. I know sponsorships can seem a little funky, especially when someone's taking time off of the internet and they come back to you with a sponsored video. I know. And I really appreciate it. And I would never share anything with you guys that I don't absolutely love. And I've been working with this brand for so long that I feel super confident in their products and what they bring to you. So let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is not me. The last video where we sat down and talked, I put my makeup on and I told you guys I was sad, but I didn't really divulge a bunch of information on how deep that sadness went. I was embarrassed to talk about it, because I feel overall very blessed to have the life that I have, and to be able to be home with my children, and to be safe and loved and I feel very, very lucky. But I have been fighting off depression so bad, and I have never ever in my life been depressed. And I had one of you guys actually send me the sweetest message and kind of put things in perspective for me. I'm also doing my makeup while I'm talking to you guys. Again, this is the concealer that I love. I love this Village so much because one of you actually sent me a link where I can purchase this, so thank you for that. You guys are the freaking best, honestly. The feedback I got on that video, I cannot say thank you enough. I feel like I've been hiding some sort of secret by not talking about my mental health. I used to be super open about talking about my mental health on this channel because I struggled for so long, and I didn't want to look weak or like my life, like I'm somehow messing up because I'm having a down time or I'm not feeling really good mentally. I was so embarrassed, and I've been embarrassed. I told John, I'm like, I don't know why I feel so embarrassed to share that I may be depressed. Why are people still calling me? But one of you guys actually put it in perspective for me. I finally feel safe in this house. Like, not that our last home wasn't safe. I just knew that's not where we were meant to be. So I feel for this last year, after losing our home during Hurricane Ian, I finally feel like for the first time in a year, I'm not in fight or flight mode. I've been able to fully release whatever I've been holding in for this last year, because we went from the fire in the hurricane to moving into a new home. We were in the holidays, Halloween started, and then you know how this season goes. It's just chaotic all on its own. My kids' birthdays are in this time frame as well. And I never really got to process everything that happened. And I feel like my body, your body has a way of making you stop, and trauma shows up in the weirdest, most insane ways. And for me, that is manifested into some sort of depression. After Ella's IEP meeting, which was also, like I said, the same day of the 1-year anniversary of losing our home, it's like my body crashed. I just crashed. I crashed. And I felt so embarrassed because I'm still taking my medications. I've lost over 100 pounds. I'm physically in the best shape of my life. We're living in a beautiful home. My kids are in great schools. They're thriving in all sense of the word. They have the tools that they need to live their best life. And why do I feel so sad? Why do I feel so tired? Why do I have this mental fatigue that just won't go away? So then I've been, really making sure that I'm trying to stay on top of my hormones, because I thought maybe it's really bad PMS. It might be. So what I'm trying to do to combat that is I'm gonna get weekly B12 shots. I'm significantly deficient in B12. Most people are. And I'm hoping maybe that'll help alongside of taking all of my supplements. Really staying away from high amounts of THC. I should probably shut this down. My extra strength gummies that I take are not super high THC, but I'm going to try and stay away from higher THC things. I think that might be not helping my situation of brain fog and mental exhaustion and just not feeling my best. I also, in the midst of this last year of just being up here, I've overcommitted to a lot of things. I decided to host Thanksgiving. I'm kicking myself in the ass for that. I really don't want to do it now, but I'm going to, because I've already said I would. But that, I'm like thinking about that all the time, because just keeping your house clean and making sure that we have enough food for everybody and seating, and that everything's nice and that everybody gets along. I'm just like I'm thinking about the holidays and what's for Christmas. I'm just thinking so far in the future, and that always has messed me up. And I don't know why it is so hard for me to admit that like I'm not all the way together mentally, because I put so much work in. I talk to my therapist weekly, if not almost daily. Like I said, I really should pay her more. She's such a sweet woman. But I've not been in a great place, and it was so embarrassing for me. I hate feeling like that. I felt like I was gonna be judged, and I felt like, I'm a failure because I've done all of these things. I've lost all this weight. I'm, still working on my mental health, taking my medication, and I still don't feel good. Like, what is wrong with me? But then I've had you guys put it into perspective for me a lot. Like, I know I'm not the only person who struggles. We're all struggling in some sort of way. You just gotta push through. Like, what else can I do? You know, like, I can't lay down and be sad all the time. So I have to put the extra work in to make sure I'm not doing things to sabotage myself, to make sure that I'm putting my best foot forward. And for me, that looks like exercising daily. I've gotten off of that. I haven't been at the gym, at least, and I don't work out as hard at home. So I'm trying to, you know, just make sure that I'm doing everything that I possibly can to help myself or to like aid in feeling better. And I can't not tell you guys that I'm struggling, because it just feels so unfair for me to show up here and be like, here's how much weight I've lost and here's what I'm doing and everything is great, because losing weight has not solved all my problems. And I think for some reason, when I went into this journey almost a year ago, I thought it would, and it helps a lot. It really does, because physically I feel really great. I can keep up more with my kids. I physically feel so much better, but it's okay that my brain hasn't quite caught up or is crashing a little bit. And it's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's not, you know, it's really not. I don't think it makes me weak. I don't think that it means that, you know, my successes don't matter and that this is the only thing I'm known for. That's what I really struggle with. I don't want to be the girl who has mental health issues and that's like what I'm known for. I'm known for being a basket case or crazy or emotional or whatever it is. But man, I struggle. I really do. And I feel like today is one of the first times I felt alive, like mentally alive, for a long time. And it's only been a few weeks of feeling like this, but a few weeks when you're not feeling right can feel like years. So I'm finally starting to kind of, I think, go back on the upward trend. Fingers crossed. But just know, like, man, shit's hard. It's really hard. And if you're struggling, which so many of us are, that's okay. It really is okay. It doesn't make you less than or weak or not successful or anything. It just makes you human, because just going to the grocery store in this day and age is stressful, and just making ends meet is stressful. People are stressed to the freaking max right now in the world. Everybody. It's just so much going on. We have so much access to way too much information. It's overload sensory wise in every way possible. And it's okay if like you're not really dealing with it very well because it's hard to deal with. But I've also learned living in the present, controlling what I can control, which is in my home. I can control how I treat people. I can control what I eat. I can control how I move my body, what I put into my body, how I talk to myself, and how I speak to others. That is what I can control. Everything else is just so far out of my control, and I have to relinquish that and just go with the flow. And I know all these things, even when I'm struggling and when I'm in the deep depths of dark in your brain. I don't want anybody to be scared. Like I don't think I can say that. I'm not having those kind of thoughts, but like you have those dark of night thoughts where you're like, why am I here? Like, what is the point? What am I doing? What am I doing? Not like I want to leave, because you guys all know, if you've been here for any amount of time, I'm scared as hell to die, which is like the only way out of here, which is crazy. Like it's so weird that I'm scared of that, but I am. It's because I have small children who need me. But sometimes I just feel like, what is this all for? Like, what are you doing? Don't think like that. Take a note from me. Don't think like that. It's so dark. It's so dark. And as I'm having these thoughts, I'm like, Lauren, what are you doing? I try to reframe my thoughts and make sure I like reel it back in. But sometimes you can just really escape into those thoughts and it just overcomes you and takes over. And I feel so much more free now talking about it, because I feel like I've been trying to hide it and just maintain like, Lauren's doing great. Everything is fine. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I've been saying I'm okay for a year straight. Okay, it turns out I was okay because I was in fight or flight mode. But when that turned off and I finally felt safe in my surroundings, okay, I was not okay. I was not okay. I was not okay. and that's all right. I am fighting off depression actively every single day. I'm still taking my Paxil, God bless it. I definitely don't think I need to go up on my medicine because it just ends up making me feel even more numb. So I'm just going to do my very best every single day and try and show up here more and talk to you guys, because you guys are so healing for me and you're so comforting, and just the amount of like understanding that we have as a collective group of people where we're here to like lift each other up and listen to one another and say, you know, me too, I'm struggling too, it's not just you, makes me feel so much less alone and so much less embarrassed that I have these feelings in the first place. I don't know when in the human world we were conditioned to believe that talking about your feelings or not feeling happy and joyful and on top of the world and being the life of the party all the time was the only way to be. And if you're not that way, then you're, you know, miserable. Like, everybody has seasons of their life where they struggle, and I have felt really good, I thought, for a year, but it was just my body and my mind's response to a trauma. This is all my therapist talking, by the way. My body and my mind was responding to this trauma. I was in survival mode. I had to save my family. I had to save myself. And now I can look at the big picture and really reevaluate what's going on up in my noggin and just get it together. I know it was a lot of talk, but talking to you guys always makes me feel better, and I hope that it makes you feel better too and less alone. It can look from the outside looking in, if you're watching somebody on social media or if you've watched my journey of losing weight, like, I pray to God I never put off this like vibe of like, this is what did it, guys. This is what changed everything for me. And it did. It changed things for so, like, in so many ways physically. But like, I still have the same brain, and I still have the same mental health struggles that I've always had. I just now have better tools to work through them. But I was definitely not expecting this. I was not expecting this deep sadness and exhaustion, this fatigue that I've never felt before. In every part of my body, including my brain. It has been really hard. I've been like dragging myself through life because life doesn't stop when you're sad. And I finally feel like I'm living and not just surviving. So I hope that carries on. I'm here to share with you every step of the way. If it doesn't, it doesn't, but I'm hopeful. I cannot recommend getting a therapist enough. I cannot recommend getting a therapist enough. And just making sure that you're checking in with yourself upstairs, like up here. I know life is hard and we have to go through the motions to get, you know, through the day, but check in with you. Make sure you're okay. And if you're not, accept that. Maybe talk about it. It took me a week or two to like accept, like, oh, this isn't going away. You're not feeling good, Lauren. You should probably talk to someone. And I feel way more free talking about it. So I'm still fighting it off. I'm fighting it off. And I hope you guys are doing well. I hope that you're still fighting, because the world needs you. We need you. Everybody needs you. The world is better with you in it. And I hope to see you guys very soon in the next video. Thanks for listening to me spill my guts. You guys never fail me. I'll see you soon. Bye, friends.